Hi, Kasalig. Now that we have created our test product, it's time for us to create a payment link and perform a test checkout to make sure that your SaligPay is working properly or is actually connected properly inside of your Go HighLevel account. So to do this, we're going to navigate over again to the Payments tab. So from the left menu, let's navigate or select Payments. And over here, we can see the option called Payment Links. So let's click on Payment Links. And then here we will have to select create a new payment link. Okay, so all we need to do is we need to go ahead and now create a payment link directly from the payment link page. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to have to name or give your payment link a name. So for this example, let's use SaligPay test payment. Next, we're going to go ahead and select the test product that we have created in our previous tutorial. So from select a product, select from the drop down menu. So say the Salig test payment. So for now, I'm just going to select demo funnel here. And then over here, we have different selections that basically you can modify based on your preference, including if you want to allow coupon codes when somebody check out using your payment link, if you want to collect phone number, email addresses, or let's say you did not create a funnel for this, so you can also redirect them to a certain page, maybe a thank you page, maybe a document page, because upon completing the payment, they will be getting a resources. If you're selling digital products, you can actually go ahead and just redirect them to a custom URL if that is the case. You can change the button to route them to either say book, donate, or pay. So for this example, we'll use pay. We can add our branding, or we can actually remove them from our payment link. We can also add terms and condition wording, or even automatically deactivate this payment link after a certain period of time. So let's say this payment link is only valid until end of month, then you can add a date from here. Let's make sure that we're doing a live payment link. So again, right now, we're going to go ahead and make sure that it is enabled to be a live payment testing link. Okay, so when you're done modifying everything, when you're satisfied with how this looks like, then you can click on save. And once the payment link has been created, we will go back to the payment link. So these are all the payment link that you have created for your account. And then over here, we just need to copy the payment URL link. So again, that's the payment URL link. So copy the link and open it to a different browser. So just open a new tab and then copy that payment link. And from here, we should now be able to fill out this sample payment link and click on payment. So when we click on proceed to pay, in order for us to validate that our connection is working correctly, so if your SaligPay integration is working correctly, then you will be automatically redirected to the SaligPay checkout page, which looks like this. So let's go ahead and select pay now. And once you do, we can select continue payment. So I suggest that you collect the phone number prior so that it's automatically filled out. And notice that here you will now see all the available payment methods enabled to your merchant account, such as QRPH, e-wallets like GCash, BillS, as well as credit card payments and all that. So please take note that you will only be enabled for for certain payment channels depending on what you have been approved on. Because of your KYC. So let's say you only have an individual account, most likely you're only seeing QRPH and credit card payments, while if you do have a business account, then you will be seeing more, including PayMaya and additional payment methods. Okay, so for this test, you just need to go ahead and complete, let's say you want to use GCash, so you can proceed with payment. So right now I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and click on proceed to payment, and it will now give me the QR code that I can scan using my pay, like my phone, or if you're using your phone, it will automatically prompt you to pay using GCash. Okay, so again, you can complete this, and once the payment is successful, then to verify the transactions, you can always go back to your Go HighLevel account, go back to payments, and then from the transactions tab, so click on transactions, you can actually see whether the payment has been completed. As you can see, because I did not complete the payment, you can see that that payment link says status is currently pending. So you do have an option to just filter this by all the successful payments. So if you're just looking for all the successful payments, then you can filter it by just the successful payments, okay? One way is you can also navigate directly to your SaligPay account and then go straight to payments. Any successful payments or failed payments are also going to show up here. So you can either search using their email or again using the HL transaction ID. So let's say you're looking for a specific, transaction, you can always open that link or, that payment link, for example, and then copy the transaction ID. So this is the transaction ID. You can copy it, paste it here to search for that specific transaction. Okay, so again, once you have been able to successfully see that this transaction reflects under your payment transaction, then your SaligPay integration is now working and you're now ready to start accepting payments from your customers directly from your Go HighLevel account. So that's it for this tutorial. If you have any more questions, again, feel free to book a demo directly from our website, saligpay.com directly. Thanks, guys.